And here we go, Anthony Ashnault staring him down. Little Tony Ramos for you.
He's number 6 in the country. You know he's ready to go. Ashnault 15-1 in duels this year, and he goes up against the redshirt sophomore George Fisher. What's the key for this match?
Somebody's got to get Rutgers going. I mean, when I was in school here, we had Joey Langle at 125, and he'd do somersaults and flips and cartwheels around the mat and score a whole bunch of points, and it got everybody, including the fans, excited to watch it. And the first two bouts, even though their overtime wins for Michigan were boring and, you know, didn't really energize either team, even with the Michigan wins. And Anthony Ashnault's really got to put some points on the board and be the returning All-American that he is and the scorer that he is and get some energy in this gym and see if that can create some momentum, because right now everything's swinging in the way of Michigan.
How much does that affect the psyche when, hey, you get a couple low-key matches to start?
Yeah, I mean, listen, everybody there's 10 individual matches and everybody's getting ready for theirs, but you're paying attention to the team score because you want to win. Dual meets are important, regardless of what people say. They are important. They do matter. They're your teammates. You want to see them win. So you're watching your team lose close bouts and lose in overtime, and you're warming up. You know, you're focused on your match, but you know what's going on. You're paying attention. Even the ones that say, "Oh, I don't pay attention," they're paying attention. They practice with these guys every single day in the room. They're some of their best friends in the world. They know what's going on. So it does matter, and you want to pick your teammate up. And if you're Anthony Ashnault, one of the leaders of this young team, you know, you're going out there and you want to pick your teammates up.
He's got 50 wins for his career. He's 33-3 in duels overall. This is his second season wrestling at Rutgers. He's from South Plainfield, went to South Plainfield High School. Well, Michigan has come out. They've taken the first two decisions. And Fisher, he's from St. Charles, Illinois, went to Marion Academy.
A little bit of the same here, 2 minutes in to the first period.
And this building is a bit more filled up than a couple nights ago, but the energy level's still a bit low. Like you mentioned, not much offense the first few bouts.
Yeah, you got to give the fans something to cheer about.
You can call it the biggest dual weekend for Rutgers this season. The tough Wisconsin loss, then you welcome in number 6 in the country. And Michigan, they're on the second game of their 2-game road trip. The big win over Maryland on Friday, and trying to steal one against a ranked team on the road before heading back to take on Purdue next weekend.
Ten seconds left here in the first period, and much like the first three, not a whole lot doing.
And there's Ashnault and Fisher going eye to eye right at the end. Ashnault, first freshman in program history to become an All-American. First ever 4-time and undefeated New Jersey state champ.
Yeah, one of the all-time greats in New Jersey high school wrestling, but you know, that's not meaning a whole lot as you move on, but certainly staying home in your backyard and having to watch, you know, getting your fans to watch you from your hometown just a couple towns over from Piscataway is really great. And you might see, I was going to say a stall call quickly there, but Anthony doing a good job of continuing to wrestle through the position.
And here's some riding time starting to go.
I'd like to see the official Chapman count out the fives. He keeps it in his head a little bit as he's doing that. I'd like to see where they're at, because you never know when it's coming. A little unpredictable, but Anthony wrestling through the entire position right now, approaching 50 seconds of riding time as they're heading on the line here, and sneaking out of bounds. 54 seconds of riding time. 53.9 on the clock here, so just 54 seconds.
5 All-Americans for Michigan. 6 today are ranked. Rutgers has 7.
Come on.
And there's another.
set, whistle. And every single time it's a little different. And that little difference, come back, roll back claw. He's got that claw tight. He's trying to he's got this cross wrist, trying to pull it around, come back with a cheap tilt. Over a minute of riding time now, approaching a minute and a half, minute 15, excuse me. And there's the stall call on bottom for Michigan. Right now on their belly. Fisher keeping himself in this match, but right now Anthony doing a good job. He's got the leg figure forward, working a one-on-one, trying to roll it to get himself in position to score. A minute and a half of riding time now for Anthony Ashnault. Might see another stall. They certainly want it here. Tough to do a whole lot, but
Ashnault and Nick Ravina, the two best of the team in terms of riding time. And Fisher, the NCAA qualifier from a year ago, heads into the third period. 2 minutes right now of riding time for Ashnault.
And like you said, 2 minutes of riding time. Picked bottom. I thought I saw Coach Pritzloff say go neutral here. Like to see how Fisher is on top. Obviously, Coach Pritzloff would know, having been a coach at Michigan for a few seasons prior to coming over here.
3 years at Michigan for Donnie Pritzloff.
Got a knee slide, that inside leg out. Fisher doing a good job of rabbit riding that, but just kind of hanging on. Ashnault to his feet. There's the escape. Keeps his riding time at a minute and 36 seconds. Has a 1-0 lead. Minute and a half left here. Got to get to some offense, though. Trying to look for an ankle pick.
Michigan, they've taken the first 2 bouts.
You've seen 3 returning All-Americans. There's a quick shot by Fisher. Anthony sprawls out, but you see 3 returning All-Americans, 2 from Michigan, 1 from Rutgers, and all 3 in very, very tight bouts against, on paper, lesser opponents. Obviously, we know that isn't the case on either side, but right now, Anthony Ashnault in on a double leg, right on the edge of the mat. Fisher whizzing out. Anthony trying to catch him. Has an outside single, 45 seconds left. Riding time is just about to be locked up. 3 more seconds. The riding time will be official. The score will be 2-0.
You can't allow that takedown if you're Rutgers then.
No, right now a takedown can only tie it. Anthony has locked up riding time, but 2-0, even though it shows 1-0 on your screen at home. There's another shot by Anthony. He's got to get height. Does. Fisher funks right out, rolls all the way through it. And here, the person who has the height usually wins the scramble. Fisher almost had it. Anthony hanging on to both legs. Don't be surprised if you see a stalemate. And before I could say it, there it is, 14 seconds to go.
Only 10 seconds left.
And just like the first 2 bouts with Michigan's returning All-Americans, sometimes it's all about surviving and advancing.
And it's going to be a 2-0 victory decision for Ashnault.